beautiful Dalkey. We're only taking ourselves a little lunch break interview because on Thursday, Sonoma will be playing in the Whale Theatre. This is a big thing because you've always been known as, you know, you do the Dramatic Society in Dalkey, but this is your film debut. Was it something that you chased? Was it something that you were ready for?
No, simple answer. Apart from doing the amateur drama in Dalkey, which I love, and I do writing and acting, so it's really kind of ingrained in me. I've done a bit of extra work, like a lot of people, which was great. I was going through a period of resting, I think, we actors. So the way I tossed that in, we actors. And I signed up with Movie Extras. So I'd been on set and I've seen how it works, and I found it all fascinating. And I'm very good at doing nothing, which is very important for an extra. But just fairly recently, a friend of mine...
back, of course, as the car comes today.
Yes, of course.
Lovely.
A friend of mine approached me and he said he'd met this young lady, Carol Hogan, who was
another Delganite
who had met Nick Bean, who is a Greystones man, who had written a script and approached Carol, and between the jigs and the reels they decided to put a small movie together, and they happened to be looking for an actor of a certain age, and my friend put my name forward, and I met them and got on well with them, and they seemed to think I would fit the bill. So out of the blue I was offered the part and snatched it with both hands, and it is a dream come true. It has been absolutely magnificent.
Now it's a two-hander, so it's a lot riding on just how the actors portray, you know, and give across. What is deliberately in any kind of horror, kind of twisted film, you're never quite sure as time goes on what's going on here and what's the relationship and also what's the motivation. All those things, were they sort of, I don't know if they're easy to tap into? Did it take a lot of rehearsing to kind of find that happy ground where you went with this person, you believe what they were doing, but you didn't know necessarily exactly what was going on?
We were given an initial script, and to be honest, the script did grow legs.
Okay.
And it did evolve. And then during the filming, I thought in my innocence maybe the way it would work is you'd get a completed script, you'd learn your lines, you'd turn up on day one, shoot scene one, and all the way through at the end. But of course it doesn't work like that. So you shoot the scenes not necessarily in the order to which you imagine they'd go. But then on top of that, there were changes to the script, and of course the way the director wants to pin it all together. So in some cases we were given the script on the morning. And we had 10 minutes to look at it and then churn it out. But to be honest, there's not a massive amount of dialogue.
Yes.
And it is done in flashback, so it does take the watcher a few minutes to catch on, because you're here and then you're there and then you're there and then back. I've only seen it twice. We saw it in the IFI. It's only 16 minutes, and to be honest, the first time, I suppose it's normal, I only saw me 20 foot tall, and I couldn't take my eyes off me because I wanted to see, was I ridiculous, did I look all right? The second time it made a bit more sense and I was able to take a bit more in, but to be honest, on Thursday, it's only the third time I've seen it, so to be brutally honest, I still don't really understand. I knew what the original story was, but it's changed. So there are things I'm picking up on as well.
Well, that's the thing with, I won't say it's out and out horror, but anything at all that is like when you're in the Twilight Zone, is everybody going, is there a party in here today? There seems to be, or maybe just a convention for electric cars or something's going on there. But that idea that you never quite get the satisfying, simple, there's the monster, it's over, I know he's been killed. There's that creeping sense all the time of what is going on here, which again plays into, you know, not knowing yourself even what exactly is going on.
And the ending of the film, when people see it, it's going to leave a lot of questions. And I think it's going to be quite good from the point of view that Joe over here and Mary over here might have two completely different stories and two different endings. And that's the way it should be. It should leave questions unanswered, and I think it does. But as I say, I've only seen it twice.
So you're still unraveling it yourself?
I'm unraveling it, but it is odd. I mean, no matter what happens, for me, it was wonderful that Carol and Nick thought that I'd be suitable.
Yeah.
They picked a wonderful actress, Laura
Her surname, I'd write it down, but I wouldn't dare pronounce it.
She calls herself Laura Louisa to make it easier for us. But
right,
she's a lovely girl and a fine
yes.
actress. And she's like a, dare I say, a mini version of a number of different actresses that are out there at the moment.
Yeah.
But she made it very easy for me. The two of us, we kind of banged off each other very nicely. But it really is tricky from the point of view is when you're doing a film and you've never done it, to walk from A to B is incredibly difficult because they say action, and you're so conscious of the fact that you're trying to be in a movie that you forget which arm to put forward. It really is very strange. So people will have to forgive us for that it is odd, and it is only a small movie, and it is our first time. I think it's a lovely directing team. Brian Brennan
did a great job.
It's good. I mean, you've seen it. You've seen a quick rush of it. So I mean, you're probably better placed to say what it is. I'm a bit biased.
I want to say congratulations when you weren't sure how to walk. I love how you body popped and you did a robot thing at one point. That was.
I wasn't aware I did. I still watch out.
I do think from Straw Dogs to The Wicker Man, there's always this thing in Hollywood, in horror especially, but in movies. Be wary of when you go out to the country because you never know who's out there and what's going on.
Absolutely.
That is really the moral of the story.
It kind of is. I mean, this girl arrives and apparently I'm a very nice, charming gentleman. Apparently, but I'm not sure. Make up your own mind.
Yeah. But that idea too, then that you made your first film, you are in this world in the sense that you write, you act, and all that. You must have a kind of an appetite now to sort of make more because there's quite a lot of good, filmmakers around Greystones and beyond.
There are stories in the offing, maybe some more in the future. But I also concentrate on my writing, which is going very well, and I've had a few little plays published and a few plays actually put on.
Off another car coming in.
He doesn't count.
Very nice.
Sorry.
Holy moly, we're in the busiest junction. I didn't realise this was a busy junction.
No, they all come to see me.
Yeah.
I'm going to wave. Look, here we are.
Well, is there a plan then? I don't know whether you sort of be thinking, well, I've had a taste of this now. I'll write a script and I'll see what I can do. Because
I have to say, it's a different skill. But having seen it, I've got a few ideas rumbling along. So I've written an awful lot of short stuff. I don't have the patience for long stuff.
Okay.
So there's a few that might go into script. You never know.
Now, just so you know, I will put up this video now, but also I'll be sending it to Wicklow County Council just to show them how the traffic is right now, and that maybe with more houses it might be a little bit more.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I mean, we could fit a few more in,
we should.